Welcome to North Georgia News Now. Coming up today in local news, Audre Allen, the principal at Chatsworth Elementary School, is here to talk about what she and her school are doing to help feed families through an organization called Helping Hands and good old-fashioned teamwork. Former Dalton High School football standout Jim Arnold returned to his alma mater on Wednesday to present a special gift to the Dalton High School athletic department. WDNN was on the scene. Plus, Rodney Curtis dropped by the studio to tell us why he's running for sheriff in Gordon County and how he plans on putting more focus on solving cold cases like that of the missing young woman, Keeslyn Roberts of Chatsworth. And later, we'll share WDNN's community calendar. But first, here are the obituaries.
Welcome back to North Georgia News Now. I am here with Audre Allen, the principal of Chatsworth Elementary School.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you for coming. I have seen you on the internet a lot lately, social media. You were in the Murray County, the Chatsworth Times. They did an article on you. You spoke at the Murray County Chamber of Commerce on planting seeds in the community.
Yes.
And you were last year's Dancing with the Stars winner.
Yes, I was.
In Murray County.
Yes.
That is pretty cool.
Thank you.
Let's start with Helping Hands, which is the organization you raised money for with Dancing with the Stars.
Yes, Helping Hands is an organization that helps repurpose food that may not be used and that children may not use on their plate. And they also work with the Chattanooga Food Pantry, and they help give food to food insecure families on the weekends and on school breaks.
That is pretty cool. And so you, how did you get involved with it? What brought you to them?
Tara Jones brought it to a principal's meeting and asked, said we'd have to fundraise about $4,000. And running right along that time, Barry asked me to do Dancing with the Stars. And I had told him I needed to think about it, but then when I heard about Tara and this organization that could help our kids, it was a no-brainer. So the two just lined up perfectly.
And you meant to raise how much money?
I originally wanted to raise $4,000 for my school, plus 3 other elementary schools signed up to do that. So I wanted $16,000 total, so they wouldn't have to worry about fundraising for the first year. And I ended up raising close to $40,000.
She said $40,000.
Yes.
That's a lot of money.
It sure is.
And it's a lot of giving, of giving food. So what do you do at your school to help families who don't have enough food?
So we contacted some specific families to start out with 40 people, and families heard from other families what we were doing, and they contacted us. So now we're up to 44 families, feeding about 170 people every single week. And we give them a black insulated bag, and it's full with enough to feed for six meals that week for how many are in their family. And we do special meals on breaks. But we're very proud of the work that we're doing for our kids.
I love that. I'm very proud of you, and I know our listeners will be too. So and y'all also have a little food pantry out front.
We do out front. Anybody can come and add goods or take goods based on need or based on overflow. And it's right in the front of the school. You just pull up and open the door, take out what you need, put in what you don't.
I live close to Murray County. I'm going to put some stuff in that pantry this weekend.
Thank you. It's brand new. We just started it Saturday, so we need people.
Oh, wow. So, I just saw it on Facebook today.
Yeah.
So, that's awesome. If anyone else wants to help with things that you're doing, what can they do?
Yeah, they can contact Murray County Schools, they can contact me at Chatsworth Elementary, send checks in the mail. Like I said, the Chattanooga Food Bank gives us the basic supplies, but the meat, cheese, eggs, oils, things like that we need to go with the meals, we need to fundraise on our own independently, so we're always needing.
Well, you guys know what to do now. And if you want to hear more about what Audre is doing, I interviewed her before we came on here. So there'll be a full, I guess, conversation and get to know Audre more and what she's doing on The Talk with Connie, which will begin airing next week. Audre, thank you for coming out.
Thank you, Connie. I enjoyed my time.
Me too.
Former Dalton High School football standout Jim Arnold, drafted in 1983 as a punter, returned to his alma mater on January 31st to present a special gift to the Dalton High School athletic department, and WDNN was on the scene. Here's how that went.
Guys, I'm super, super happy that all of y'all are here. Look around at one another, because these guys you'll have friendships with the rest of your life. Guys that I played with in high school here are here and have made my friends for life. So the other thing is, hold each other accountable. What you do, not only on the field, but in the classroom as well. That's how you build a team, and that's how you become very successful, okay? And then stay hungry, keep fighting, and keep going. But I'm proud that y'all are here today. As a former catamount, I'm proud to stand next to the young ones now. I'm an old man, but glad the young ones are still doing it. Thank y'all for being here. Going to school here was a special time for us, and our guys talked about a magical time when we were at school. So to come back here and see all the changes is really special for me. I told Jameer when we took this picture that exactly what I was going to do with it. I wanted to bring it back to Dalton High School and present it to them to put up in the trophy case where these young kids can see it and see what guys who had a little determination and a little touch from the Lord were able to do with their careers. Not everybody has the opportunity to do that. I realize that. But if you're chasing a dream, don't stop dreaming. Just keep working. Okay? One of the other people who is no longer with us is very impactful in our life is Danny Dantzler. But his sister is here, Susan Dantzler. I would be remiss during my time of while Dalton High School touched me if I did not mention that name. So also, Greg, so come up, Greg and Dusty, Ross, and Angie, you okay to get up? Yes. People don't realize this, but me and Angie went to school here.
Yeah, we did.
And
Good to be back.
it's great for you to be back. These are the guardians, parents, grandmother of Jameer Gibbs, a great young man who has an extremely bright future in front of him in football. Not only that, but he's a Dalton High School catamount. And that's great. So now we truly have a Dalton to Detroit connection. I'll share this briefly with y'all. My career almost didn't happen in Detroit in '86, which was a long time ago. I was out of football for 10 weeks of the season, tried out for 5 different teams, and finally got a call back from Detroit. And that seemed to be a super nice fit for me, and I had a lot of success there. Now we celebrate Jameer, who I think will have a long and illustrious career with them. Also, I'm going to start pulling this paper while I'm talking to y'all. This is the picture that we took on the field before the game, and I have our names and the years that we were here at Dalton High School underneath. And so on behalf of myself, Jameer, and his family, we want to present this to Dalton High School. Thank y'all very much.
When we return, meet Rodney Curtis, a candidate for sheriff in Gordon County. Stay with us.
Welcome back to North Georgia News Now. I am here with Rodney Curtis, who, as I mentioned before, will be running for sheriff in Gordon County. Hey, Rodney.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Thank you for coming in today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
I have been hearing things about you. That's why I invited you in. I've been hearing from 2 different sources very recently, like, you need to check out Rodney Curtis. He's got all these ideas and he has good experience. And so I was like, okay, let's see what you got going on here. So why are you running for sheriff in Gordon County?
I'm running for sheriff in Gordon County, mainly for the people. And it's a passion of mine, law enforcement is. And I think the county is growing rapidly, and I think there's some things that could be implemented to make the county a lot more safer than what it is. And that's not any knock against the current administration. It's just what I see and where I've been enforcing law. There's some things that we need to be more advanced in. And the other thing is just the passion for law enforcement I have, wanting to help people. And I care about my community.
Of course, we were talking about that before we came on. You were talking about your commitment to helping people and, just doing good, right?
Yep.
So what makes you uniquely qualified to be sheriff of Gordon County?
Number one is just my passion for people. I care about people. I've always been one of these that you can call on anytime, and I'm typically there to help out. And I think that itself is kind of the basis of a good officer or a good sheriff, someone who's passionate about the community and care about the community. My qualifications speak for themselves, and I'm very passionate about law enforcement.
So tell us some of the jobs you've had that have led you to where you are now.
When I started in law enforcement, my mom said that she can remember when I was like 5 years old saying I want to be a state trooper. So
Sweet.
that was kind of my goal. And I got into law enforcement under Sheriff Jerry Davis.
Okay.
He was a sheriff in Gordon County, and he come to me and told me he wanted to hire me. So I went to work for him. Started out working in the jail. And from the jail, I went to mandate school, which I become a certified officer at that point. And from there, I worked my way all the way up to our drug unit as a detective.
Okay.
And later, I went to work for the State Patrol. I finally got my dream job. And a little along the way, I had an opportunity to go work for a private firm, which is where I work now. I work for Beasley Allen Law Firm. And that's currently where I'm at, employed with Beasley Allen. And I'm also a part-time officer. So Chief Fowler up at Cohutta Police Department, he was my first post commander when I graduated trooper school. And he called me one day and said, I want you to come up here and help me. I said, okay, well, what does that entail? He said, I want you to come work for me. I said, well, I got a job. He said, well, you can work part-time. I need your help. And I went up to Cohutta and started out just as a training officer, because that's what I did with the State Patrol. I went into training, and that's just something I want to do. I want to train our officers. And ultimately, he promoted me to captain to be his second in command. So that's where I'm at now. I handle a lot of the admin stuff for him, and it's been really well.
So I'm sure that you have learned a lot along the way with all of these different, roles you've played in different types of law enforcement.
Yeah, it's if you're passionate about it and you want to, see the good and do good, it's. Chief says it just came second nature to me, so I guess that's one trait that I've got.
Well, since you were 5, you've been planning. My boys, when they were 5, they wanted to be Power Rangers.
Yeah.
So, I think that's pretty impressive. And like I said before, 2 people brought you on my radar recently. And we've tried to get together a couple of times on here, but sometimes you're just called out of state on a dime, and it's just part of the life, I think.
Yes, it is.
Well, last week here on North Georgia News Now, I spoke about a young woman, Keeslyn Roberts, I know you've heard of her,
yes.
Who went missing 4 years ago at the Flying J truck stop, which was in Gordon County. If you become sheriff of Gordon County, what will you do to make sure that some of these cases that are unsolved or went cold get some of the attention that they still deserve?
That's a good question. When I first started thinking about, running for sheriff, I kind of formulated a plan in my mind about what would you do when you get in there? What's the first things you would do? I think my biggest thing is what I was reflecting back to is what would I do with the unsolved cases or the open cases. We would revisit those cases and for nothing else, just for the family's sake, just try to unturn something that maybe, not saying that the detective missed it, but sometimes when you focus on these cases, there's something just as small as a word, somebody had said in a conversation that might trigger something and it might lead to something else. So we would go into it with a fresh set of eyes and just look at all the cases, not just one particular case, but we would revisit all open cases and unsolved cases. And I think it's imperative and it's important because, you got family that needs closure on things to that nature. So.
That's a good answer. So, Rodney, we've talked about a lot of things, but the main thing is here, election date is coming up on May 21st in Gordon County. Can you tell our viewers how they can keep up with you, learn more about you, and what your plans are? Okay.
Basically, I've got a Facebook account. I've also got my campaign page that you can go to www.electrodneycurtis.com. We will be opening our headquarters. It's going to be located at 1130 Redbud Road in Calhoun, Georgia. And we'll be there. Someone will be there, every day, 5 days a week. And I will be there a lot. And we encourage everyone to come out and talk and get to know me. And we will start our door-to-door campaigning where we'll go to the neighborhoods and talk to people because I think canvassing, that's right, that's a good word for it. I think it's important for people to know who I am and what I stand for. So we will start that and we hope to meet a lot of people. That's our goal is to try to meet everybody in Gordon County before the election date. I encourage anyone, my number's on the website. Anybody got any questions, they want to talk to me, they want to know what my beliefs and my policies will be, I encourage them to reach out to me.
You're accessible.
Yeah, I'm accessible, and that's the main thing that we will do. We kind of started our campaign, and we're out in the community, and I think that campaign is just a building block for what I'm going to do when I get in the sheriff. I think it's, important that the sheriff, the elected sheriff, is out in the community.
Agreed.
So.
Well, Rodney, we're out of time, but it was fun.
Thank you.
And informative. Thank you.
Thank you.
When we return, I present WDNN's Community Calendar. But first, here is your local weather. Today's local weather is brought to you by Built Well Bank. Welcome back. It's time for WDNN's Community Calendar. Here are some things going on around the area. Mark your calendars for the 29th Annual Chickamauga Civil War Show happening on February 3rd and 4th at the Dalton Convention Center in Dalton. You'll get to see 500 tables of authentic weapons, memorabilia, and artifacts from the Civil War to World War II. Plus, there will be renowned authors on Saturday. It's a fantastic opportunity to learn and have fun as a family. Hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday and 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Sunday. Admission prices are $10 for adults and free entry for children 12 and under. For more details, check out mkshows.com. Dalton Little Theater's A Night of One Acts will take place February 9th, 10th, and 11th with 2 evening performances at 7 p.m. and a Sunday matinee at 2 p.m. What do you get when you mix a couple of sharks, a handful of craft beads, a Bible-thumping preacher, an attention-seeking stagehand, a potion maker, and a couple who falls in love in a rose garden? A complete night of one-act plays with something for everyone. And it is all right here at the historic Firehouse Theater in Dalton. 5 local authors, along with well-known published playwrights' work, round out the evening of entertainment. DLT is excited to present the plays of Jeremy Pickard, Alexandria Kelly, Lorraine Portman, Allison Fradkin, Jennifer Jones, and by special arrangement, Mark Dunn. A talented cast will be bringing these one-act gems to life and include both local and Chattanooga area performers, some veteran DLT players, and some newcomers. The cast is comprised of Matthew Pettigo, Kurt Johnson, Joanna Lewis, Shelby Earn, Nikki Sloan, David Howard, Brian Bazile, Karen Parker, Karen Keith, Tiffany McGee, and Ashley Ratchford. The producers and directors of the entire show are Jan Bramlett and Jennifer Jones, along with a few of the authors who will be directing their individual one-acts. Make plans to attend one of the 3 shows February 9th, 10th, or 11th. Tickets are on sale now at DLT's website, www.daltonlittletheater.com. The Creative Arts Guild, located at 520 West Wash Street in Dalton, will host a gallery opening and artist reception on Friday, February 2nd from 5:30 to 7 p.m. The exhibit is titled Origins, Destination, and Points in Between, and is a showcase of work by leading Black artists ranging from the Harlem Renaissance to today. The event is free and open to the public. Also, at CAG, a culinary class for adults titled Mardi Gras will take place on Wednesday, February 7th at 6 p.m. Cost is $90. Get your Nolans fix with Louisiana's favorites as we get ready for the Mardi Gras. The class is for ages 21 and over. Cost is $90 per student. CAG's hands-on culinary arts classes are led by Chef Courtney Coffey, culinary instructor for the CTAE program at Murray County High School. Alcohol is not provided unless specified, and this is not a BYOB event. And get ready for CAG's Valentine's Dinner with live music titled Heartstrings on Friday, February 9th from 7 to 9 p.m. Cost is $75 per person for the 4-course dinner. There will be live music by violinist Michelle Winters. The Guild's next Thursday Sip and Create will be with Paula Plott Gregg on February 15th from 5:45 p.m. to 7:45 p.m. Each month, participants will complete different art projects from jewelry making to painting to creating seasonal decor and more. Supplies are included in the price of the class. Participants are welcome to bring their own adult beverages or purchase beverages through the Guild. Cost is $80 per workshop. And finally, CAG will host a workshop titled Expressive Painting in Acrylics with Bradley Wilson on Friday, February 16th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. In this course, students will practice methods of expressive acrylic painting while exploring a variety of subject matter and receiving instructor feedback on work. This class is especially geared towards those with some acrylic painting experience. Sorry, not suitable for beginners. Approaching painting as play will be emphasized while focusing on solid technique and other important skills. Students will also be given monthly challenges for painting projects to work on at home and bring in for critique. Students will provide their own materials. Please see CAG's registration portal for material suggestions. This is offered as one workshop per month. Price is $40 per workshop. For more information on any of these offerings, visit creativeartsguild.org, the Guild's Facebook page, or call 706-278-0168. Dalton Ghost Tours will present the first tour of the 2024 season on Saturday, February 10th at 8 p.m. Embark on a 90-minute chill-filled exploration of Dalton's legendary past and haunted present. Tour starts at the Wooden Deck across from the Wink Theater on W. Crawford Street in historic downtown Dalton. Tickets are priced at $15. To book your spot, call 706-809-0518. Private tours are currently being booked for groups of 6 or more. Call or visit Dalton Ghost Tours on Facebook for more information. If you'd like to submit information on your event for North Georgia News Now's community calendar, send an email to info@wdnntv.com. That's it for this edition of North Georgia News Now. Be sure to visit us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Thanks for watching Local.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to click that subscribe button as well as bell notifications so you won't miss any new videos. Also, follow us on our social medias.
Thank you again for tuning in, and until next time, keep watching Local.